Thanks, Mark, and thanks to Willis for letting me in the building. I hope they'll let me out by the time I've finished. I have to say it's great to be back and working in London. I've had the pleasure through my career up until joining Aon in May of 2005 of working in the London market, and in January of 2006 that was when I moved to Chicago, Aon's headquarters at the time, and I spent 7 years obviously in Chicago. My return to London last summer coincided with Aon moving its corporate headquarters from Chicago to London. And so for the last 7 years, I've been an outsider looking in to this market. And I can share with you that the perspectives you get as an outsider looking in are actually very different from an insider looking out. And that's both with London as a city and the London market as an important business community. In my 7 years living in Chicago, and actually being in the US marketplace, which drives about 40% of the premium into Lloyd's in London, and also working for Aon, which as a single broking firm produces 23% of Lloyd's premium volume worldwide, I could actually see firsthand the incredible strength of London, the capability of London, and the resilience of a marketplace that over many years has sometimes been written off, but has defied the skeptics and gone from strength to strength. Notwithstanding this, London, in my opinion, still has a long way to go to realise its full potential as a marketplace. The London market has a resilience and strength born out of its history, its expertise, and its connectivity between brokers, underwriters and clients. It's a gateway to the world of insurance and risk management. And this was a key reason why Aon took the historic move to switch our global headquarters from Chicago to London. The move was an opportunity fundamentally driven by our view of how we can serve clients more effectively globally, as well as drive our growth agenda. And obviously financial benefits also came into play, but being a part of this centre of excellence and driving and reinforcing our growth agenda for our clients were the primary reasons for our decision. When we look at London, it's an incredible talent base for the risk management industry. In the city alone, the industry employs over 40,000 professionals. There's no other city in the world, whether you look at Singapore, Bermuda, even Chicago or New York, that has a higher concentration of talent in the risk management industry than in London. And this is reflected in the fact there is also no other city in the world that has a higher concentration of carrier and broker representation. New York and Chicago combined can't match the number of carriers that are available and accessible in London and are able to write a truly diverse international portfolio business. The reasons for London's leadership has obviously been the evolution of Lloyd's and the historic competitive advantages of the Lloyd's market with its rich history of problem solving, innovation and expertise. And as we all know, and all the practitioners know who operate in London, it's a great market for particularly complex risks. Many of those are in one way or another marketed through London. You know, world-class corporations like IBM, J&J's and Bechtel's come to London to harness capacity for their insurance programs, and in many cases have been doing that for decades. As we see it, this pattern is now accelerating with emerging markets. You know, whether it's Asia, Eastern Europe, Africa, the Middle East, Latin America, and even more relevant to that, if you switch from retail to the reinsurance marketplace, London has a concentration of expertise which is reflected in the fact that Lloyd's writes over 60% of its business in the reinsurance arena. So when you take into account the proportion of Aon's business in Lloyd's, the number of large insurance and reinsurance clients that transact their business via the Lloyd's and London market, you'll again see why we felt that strengthening our presence in London and moving our global headquarters here would enable us to more effectively serve our clients and drive our growth agenda. But looking to the future, it is incredibly important London continues to evolve. You cannot continue to live in the past and not be mindful of the future. London cannot continue to operate a model that was operating 300 years ago in the 21st century and expect to realize the full potential of the marketplace. And the world is changing at an incredible pace. When you look at companies today, especially in the tech sector, like, BlackBerry, which was an incredible innovation that came to the market less than 10 years ago, that firm is now in a fight to stay relevant. And when you look at our own industry and look at London, it's important that London continues to evolve with the rapidly changing landscape to maintain its competitive advantage globally. So as I look to the future, I'd like to highlight two areas that I believe London should fully embrace if it wants to remain the centre of gravity of the insurance and risk management world. One relates to data and technology, and the other, which I'll share with you first, is on the subject of international trade. So dealing with trade, there's a profound shift taking place economically in the world today, the consequences of which are difficult to predict. They provide challenges that need to be managed and opportunities that need to be captured in order for London to remain a viable market. The shift of trade from west to east is unstoppable, and London needs to remain sensitive to this and reinforce its position as a gateway to the world. According to Citigroup, of 11 global growth economies, 9 are already in Asia. And in terms of financial centres, Asia has 4 significant players already: Singapore, Tokyo, Hong Kong, and Shanghai. By 2027, China will have the largest economy in the world. By 2030, Asia's GDP is likely to exceed the GDP of the whole of the US and the whole of Europe combined. The implications for the West are profound, and so too are the implications for London as a financial centre if we don't recognise this shift. We simply can't assume that insurance business from these rapidly developing global economies will naturally flow to London. To my mind, every player in the London market needs to proactively engage with the opportunity, obviously develop relationships in each market, and reinforce the brand of London in the minds of this new world of clients. And it's great to see Lloyd's continuing to build its links with Asia, either locally or from London. From our standpoint at Aon, we have and will continue to invest substantially in this region going forward. And we also know that many other players are doing the same thing. While it is certain that these markets are going to be very significant for the world of risk and insurance, we cannot take it as read that London will be significant for them. It will take continued application by all constituents to maintain London's central position and reputation in our industry as the world shifts from west to east. So I'd now like to just turn to data and technology. If you go back in history 325 years to Edward Lloyd's coffee shop down the road in Tower Street and the start of Lloyd's in 1688, there were some very interesting trends. In fact, I would argue that Lloyd's was the first example of using social media to generate business benefits and indeed profits. Something that some of the more recent social media firms, frankly, are still struggling with. At that time, coffee shops were emerging in London, and this coincided with the growth of shipping. Edward Lloyd encouraged a clientele of ships' captains and ships' owners and others with strong interests in international trade. As a consequence of establishing a social environment, being the coffee shop, he was able to gain data and insights which enabled him to develop shipping news and intelligence that underpinned the ability to syndicate risk for marine insurance and thus established Lloyd's of London. So while the technology Edward Lloyd used was obviously pretty primitive in comparison to today, the principle was the same. Connecting people and capturing the data and insights that they generated enabled Lloyd's in 1688 to develop an ability to underwrite risks. Now you fast forward to today, and data today is being captured on a scale which is unprecedented and has the potential to change our industry and fuel innovation in a manner never seen before. And this just isn't true in our own industry, it's the case across the business world. I'm not sure if many of you have heard of Jeffrey Sprecher, but Jeffrey Sprecher is a man virtually unknown outside financial circles, but he is poised to purchase the New York Stock Exchange. His $8.2 billion purchase of the stock exchange will close later this year, and with that, 221 years of Wall Street history will end, and New York will no longer be the master of the New York Stock Exchange. Instead, it will be managed 750 miles away in Atlanta by the Intercontinental Exchange, the company that Mr. Sprecher founded less than 10 years ago. This is a great example of the disruptive power of technology and innovation. So rapid that the company run by Jeff that did not exist 10 years ago now runs exchanges on 3 continents. And whether you want to trade stocks, wheat, coffee or oil, you're probably going to do it through one of his exchanges. ICE has used computers, data and technology to do things faster, cheaper, and give his customers the data insights they want. But here's the point of the story. Even that change, that rate of change and disruption is potentially going to be dwarfed by what's coming. I'd like to share with you an interesting fact on data. From the beginning of time to 2003, we all, humans, created in aggregate 5 exabytes of data. Okay, just think about it, 5 exabytes of data. And an exabyte, don't ask me what an exabyte is, it's very technical, but it's like 1 trillion terabytes, whatever they are. But just stay with the thought process. You've got 5 exabytes of data from the beginning of time to 2003. In 2011, that same amount of data was being created every 2 days. By 2013, by the end of 2013, that same amount of data is going to be created every 10 minutes. That's going to bring, obviously, an incredible change in the amount of data that's available, the number of sources it comes from, and the level of detail it provides. Making sense of that amount of data is going to be a challenge for all of us, but we believe it's one we need to start mastering if we want to fully comprehend the rapidly evolving world around us. In Aon, we've invested hundreds of millions of dollars in data analytics and insight, and we've built the largest proprietary database of risk information in the world because we don't want to ignore this kind of trend. We want to embrace it and build it into the DNA of our firm and help try and define and shape our future, not only for us but for our clients. There are a number of other firms, not only in London, but around the world that are on the same journey, and many of them have been for a long time, to embrace data and analytics. But in order for the London market to stay relevant and maintain its position as the insurance capital of the world, we as an industry must continue to work together to address the challenge of how we use data and analytics as a competitive advantage, not only for our own business, but to benefit the London market. As more and more people hear about breaking news through social media outlets like Facebook and Twitter, more companies are trying to find ways to tap into that network of connections to get customer insight to add to the data that they collect electronically. The way people interact and how companies sell products and services to customers is fundamentally changing with social media and technology. As people become more comfortable building relationships and transacting business online, the way we all used to work needs to change. We can no longer assume that most transactions will take place face-to-face in an underwriting box at Lloyd's of London. So as we look at these trends, I believe that the continuing shift of trade from west to east and the growth in the importance of data and analytics are two very significant challenges we face as an industry. The good news is that they also represent a massive opportunity for London and the London market to maintain its leadership position going forward. We need to embrace the fact that technology will help us interact better with our clients and work more efficiently with growth markets like Asia, and that data will give us clearer insights into the business world our clients are operating in and the products and services that are most relevant to our clients. For Aon, moving our headquarters to London last year was a big change for our firm. Believe it or not, it required a change of an Act of Parliament for us to move here. We're the only company in the world based in London and directly listed on the New York Stock Exchange and in the S&P 500. But our decision is reflective not only of the importance of this great city to the global marketplace, but it's also a statement about how relevant we think London and the Lloyd's and London marketplace is in our industry. To my mind, London is one of the greatest cities in the world, and it is one of the key centres for our business. And for me personally, I'm incredibly proud to be back in this great city as our industry continues to innovate and evolve with the needs of our customers as we look to retain our leadership position in the world going forward. Thank you.